Everybody, Sound Show
Good
Radio.
afternoon, everybody.
We are live. Good afternoon.
Happy Saturday, everybody.
H2, the Sound Pros, what up?
Slower too. We here, man. Good afternoon.
Yes, Mika, how you
What's
doing?
up, H2? What's up, So
Fact.
Hot Up?
That's a fact. Mika baby.
You already
We
know,
are here,
y'all.
man. Good
Yeah.
afternoon.
Sound Show Radio Squad in the building.
You know how we do.
That's right.
You know how we
Three
do?
of the four
That's right.
Sound Show Radio Squad members are in the building.
That's
you know
a
what I mean?
fact, y'all. We live.
That's right. I see you, Mika baby.
Live.
I see you so hot up. Right, man. Sound Show Radio Squad, man. That's a fact. Shout
Happy
out
Saturday,
shout to our
everybody.
fourth partner, Red Sand 77,
That's
come
a
be
fact.
with us. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
true.
But he's always with us regardless. You know how we do.
Right.
That's a
Good
fact.
afternoon, Sound Show Radio. You know what I mean?
Good
right.
afternoon,
Right,
everybody.
good
Happy
afternoon.
Saturday,
Good afternoon,
everybody.
H2.
Good afternoon. Good
Yeah,
afternoon.
happy
So
Mother's
hot.
Day
afternoon, man.
weekend to all the mothers out there as well, too.
Yep, take your time, Mika baby. So you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Take your time so everybody can hear you clearly. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Once again, bring that back to what you was just saying.
I was just pretty much just saying, happy Mother's Day
weekend.
weekend to all the mothers out there,
That's a fact.
And also to myself, it's
Happy
my
birthday weekend,
my
Mika
birthday
baby.
tomorrow as
Mhm,
well, you
mhm.
know.
That's right. Happy birthday.
Happy
You already
birthday,
know.
Mika baby.
Thank you,
Sound
guys.
Show Radio Squad, you know how we do.
That's
Every
right.
Saturday 2 to 3 we handle our biz, right?
That's
So
a
hard.
fact.
Correct.
Right here at D.S.N Matrix Radio.
That's a
you know what I mean?
fact. The Matrix
Correct.
Studio.
D.S.N Matrix Studios Network. You know
That's
how
a
we do,
fact.
right, Mika baby?
You know
right.
it.
Right, it's so good to have you in the building as well. Me and So High
It
killed the
feels
last
good
show
to
with
be
Lotto
here.
Rapper.
Special
Feels
Deli
good.
Rapper.
Man, you see how we do it, Mika baby?
You
You
ready?
see the room and all of
The
that.
room is beautiful.
So, you know me, I'm not going to be holding the phone too much this show.
You're
so,
ready.
you know, we just getting ready to get going for Sound Show Radio.
You're
You know what I
ready.
mean?
That's right.
So, you know how we do? We always start off the show with a Sound Pros joint. You know, we got to kick it off with the homie Black Seas, right? So,
That's right.
That's
we
a
got to
fact.
kick it off with this Sound Pros featuring Black Seas. This joint is called The Gospel. You know, we've displayed some of the hottest Indian mainstream hip hop and R&B from artists all over the world.
Shout out
So
to
let's
Black
ready to get
Seas.
let's get ready to get this going, man. Sound Show. This is our second show at the new location, man.
That's
right.
a
Let's
fact.
get this going, man. Let's make
Shout
sure
out
the
to
leveling is
Black.
right. Make sure the leveling is right on everything. We good to go. That's right. Yeah, man. You know how we do.
This is some heat.
That's right, man. Sound Show.
We back at it again.
We always displaying the hottest Indian mainstream hip hop and R&B from artists all over the world, right, y'all?
That's
Right.
a fact, H.
Nah.
You know how we do. Rest in peace to the homie Black Seas.
RP
That's a
Black
fact.
Seas.
Let's go.
From the bottom of the map. When money first is a way of life, like making sure my son gets tucked in. Before I say goodnight, you can have a flush in your hand if you play it right. Niggas pray not to be another nigga, pray tonight. Feel your life, see the bigger picture.
Yeah, you know how we do.
already know.
Everything I'm orchestrated, automated, how I illustrate it, so elaborate. Creative in my zone, innovative in my fabric. Establish myself to be a magnet. And you niggas dead weight. You get out of bed late. I stood on my head straight.
Rest in peace to Black again.
Yeah.
That's a good look. That's right. Jada Kids
You know how we do,
Balls.
So high.
Right.
That's a fact.
We are
Show Radio,
yeah,
man.
So
Every Saturday 2 to 3, right here at DTF.
That's a fact.
Let's rock out in them chairs, y'all. Let's go,
Let's
man.
go.
Let's go.
they've had
We
nothing
ain't new
else
to this.
Talk about.
Hey.
Let's go. Rock out, So high.
I am. There's
Stand
nothing
up.
else to talk about. That's right.
Word.
Mm.
What you say, H2?
You know how we do,
You
man.
already know, y'all.
Go ahead, King.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Can't talk over me talking out that record.
Mm.
You know how we do. Sound Show every Saturday 2 to 3, man, right here. The Matrix Studio Network.
That's right.
H2. Sound Pros Productions. Black Seas, it's your time, my dude. You know how we do, man.
Right.
Yeah, man, that was The Gospel by Black Seas, man.
That
Sound
was
Pros
hot.
featuring Black Seas. That joint was called The Gospel, man, of a Black
Gospel.
Seas new project, man. Stay tuned,
right.
we'll be releasing so many new songs of a Black new project, man. Yo, man, the songs are so hot. It's just Rest in peace, my homie Black. You know what I mean? We're gonna
That's
continue
right.
to keep the name alive. That's why we kicked off the show with this record. You know what I
Harlem
mean?
stand up.
Harlem
You
stand
know how
up.
we do, right, make it baby. We gotta
You
keep
already
it
know.
moving, man. So
That was hot.
let's get ready to announce this next joint, man. The Jim Jones back in my bag record.
Oh, this
you
is
know what
some
I'm
heat.
saying?
You know,
You
Harlem
know how we
stand
do,
up
man.
again. You know.
Yeah, we gotta get ready to get this joint in, man. Shout out to Jim Jones, shout out to the whole Dipset.
That's
you
a
know what I
fact.
mean? The whole Vampire Life, everything. You know how we do, man. Harlem World for sure.
Harlem
we represent
World
for
Harlem, right?
sure.
That's right.
That's a fact. So let's get ready to get into this joint. So how?
Let's get into
Do
it.
it.
Joint, right? Back in my bag,
Back
right?
in my
This is
bag.
a hot record. You know what I'm
Bag,
saying?
yeah.
Shout out to Matrix Studios Network again. You know
You
how we
already
do this
know.
shit, man.
That's
Make sure
right.
the vocals, make sure the leveling is down. Make
That's
sure the
a
leveling is
fact.
down. Level.
Yeah.
Turn that down.
So you don't want the mics
Turn that
on?
down, though.
What?
Turn it down. Turn it
what
down.
down?
Turn it down.
The mics?
I got you. Because sometimes things play, so we want to make sure that we don't hit any commercials or anything like that. That's what I was saying. All right, let's go, man. This joint is by Jim Jones. This joint is called Back in My Bag. You know how we do, Sound Show Radio. We're a commercial-free radio show, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Part of my dad's our second show in. We getting things together with the engineers and all of that, man. Sound Show Radio, you know how we do.
That's a
Every
fact.
Saturday 2 to 3, we handle our biz.
That's right.
Let's go, man.
That's a
Jim
fact.
Jones, this joint is called Back in My Bag. We back in our bag, Sound Show Radio.
This is some
Right.
heat.
Right, Mika, baby?
That's
Every
a
Saturday,
fact,
2 to
H.
3.
You know how we
Let's
do.
go.
Sound Show Saturdays. Shout out to Jim Jones on the seat.
Right. Okay.
Harlem stand up, baby.
Now we do so, huh?
You're ready.
I'm getting money, shit. I got Prada on my kicks. See that? My jewels like a broom. She said she
About
about to
to
take
take
a
a
dance.
dance.
Yes. We
Yeah.
getting going, right, y'all? Good afternoon, man. Sound Show Radio.
That's right.
Yeah.
We are live.
That's
It's
right.
in Matrix.
Alive,
You
y'all.
know how we do, man.
21.9, y'all.
That's a fact. Shout out to iHeart. Shout out to the
iHeart.
Matrix
Right.
Studios as well.
That's a fact.
Shout out
You
to
already
Dane.
know.
You know what I mean? You know how we do.
Red face with the bezel. The rollie match the V.
Hey.
The club closed the
Shout out to Jim Jones. Shout out to the whole Bird Gang.
Harlem
Whole
stand
Vampire
up,
Life.
baby.
Dipset. You know how we do, nigga, baby. Sound Show displaying the hottest Indian mainstream. You already know how this goes, man.
That's a fact.
Hey,
Hey.
D.S.N.
let's go. Who said we can't get up? Who said that? That's what I said, man. You know what I mean? Who said we can't get up, man? What we doing? Sound Show Radio. You know how we do. Every Saturday 2 to 3, we handle our biz, man. Shout out to Jim Jones. You know how this goes, man. We back in our bag, y'all.
Right.
Back in our bag. Sound Show, we back in our bag, y'all.
Right, man. You know what I mean? We getting this going, D.S.N.
That's the blicky. Right.
Laugh at Ricky.
Hey, shit was all a joke to them. Let's go, so high.
Right.
Let's go, Mika,
What's
baby.
up? H2.
Yes, you know how we do, man.
Yeah. Sound Show Saturdays, you know what we do.
That's a
You
fact.
already know. So hot up. You already know Sound Show Saturdays.
Right. No, we do.
Right. That's right, so high.
Right.
Alright.
Red, but the blood is blue.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's go. You know how we do, man. Sound Show Radio. Every Saturday, 2 to 3, we handle our biz. One more
right.
time, Jim. Let's go.
I ain't finished with them. I sold packs in the crack till I was finished with them. Cheap pack. Niggas think they steppers to the spinners, get them. I'm not even call to the steppers.
All
They
that
can
stand
spin
up,
and get
baby.
them.
That's right.
Make that boy a plate like we had dinner with him. Any cars strapped to
Sound Show, we back in our bag.
You know how we do, man. That's a fact.
You already know.
Every Saturday, 2 to 3, you know what it is.
Yeah.
That's right, so huh? You know what I
Shout
mean?
out to
From time
Mobby
to
and
time, we
check
get
it
out,
out.
we move around, you know what I mean? Sit back in the chair, you know
That's
what I
a
mean?
fact.
Right.
Who said we can find the chairs, man?
Nope.
Stay in the cameras and we good to go. Uh-huh.
Fact.
Sound Show, D.S.N. Matrix,
Shout out to
y'all.
Matrix Studios, iHeart Radio,
Radio.
Party 101.9
That's
channel.
right.
101.9. You already know.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all. Some heat.
Let's kill that shit, man. Let's go, Mika, baby. Kill that drop for us.
You already know, y'all. Sound
Show.
Show where we display some of the hottest indie, mainstream, hip hop, and R&B from artists all over the world. Let's
That's a
go.
fact, man. That's a fact,
Right. It's a
man.
crush.
That's a
Go.
crush, man. You know how we do, man. You know how
How
we
we
do.
do Sound Show
Sound
Saturdays.
Every time we do that, put the
It
volume
gets
down
no
too, so
better.
that anything doesn't come back on. You know what I mean? And I give you the
Doubt.
cue, and then we'll go right back up. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
That's how we'll kill that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
make sure no commercials or anything
That's
comes in. You know what I mean? That's a fact. We having a good show, man.
That's a fact,
You
yeah.
know, shout out to once again the Matrix Studios Network. Shout out to Dane.
right.
Shout out to iHeartRadio. Shout out to Nexus. You know what I mean?
That's a
Right.
fact.
XFM Party 101.9
.9.
channel. That's a fact, man.
No
Right.
You
doubt.
know how we do. We are working. You know what I mean?
No
Boss,
doubt.
shout out to us, man.
Shout out to us.
And shout
Sound
out
Show
to
Radio's
us.
fault, right?
You
That's
already
right.
Happy
know.
birthday weekend, Mika Baby.
That's
You
know what I'm
already
saying?
know. Shout out to
We
me,
are
the
working,
birthday girl.
you know
Thank
what I
you,
mean?
y'all. No doubt.
Time to get into the first Mika Baby's request of the day. You know what I mean? This is a big record, right, Mika Baby?
Oh, y'all
Talk
already
to us
know.
about this record. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is some heat. You know,
Right.
my opinion, my POV. This female artist, she's really dope. She's out here killing it. You know, as far as for the females, doing
Right.
her thing. You know, Rhapsody. You know, she's a goat out here. She's
Loosen
doing her
up,
thing.
baby. Loosen up. Loosen
I'm
up.
loose,
You
I'm
home.
loose,
You
I'm
home.
loose.
It's
You
a new
feel me?
location, but you home.
I'm loose,
You know
I'm
what
loose,
saying?
I'm loose, babes. I'm
That's
loose.
a fact. You know what I
But
mean?
you know, like I was saying, you know, Rhapsody, she's out here killing it in the game, and I feel like this song she went in. You know,
right,
so
that's a fact. It's a dope
yeah,
record. You know
it's
what
a
I'm
dope
saying?
record. So let's
Right,
go.
we're gonna get into Rhapsody in a minute.
That's
you
a
know what I mean?
fact.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the signaling, with the computers and stuff like that. But let's talk for a little second, real
right.
quick.
Man.
But you know what I mean?
Shout out to Mother's Day.
Right, that's a
Right.
fact, man.
No doubt, no
Shout out to my
doubt.
mom. Shout out to AJ's mom.
You know how we do, man.
Right.
That's
No
what
doubt.
I'm saying. Like, yeah, right.
No
you know
doubt.
What I mean?
All of it.
Right, you know how we do. Sound sure every Saturday 2 to 3, you know what
But
it
it
is, right?
is.
So high.
You
Right.
know
We can't really get
it.
into Rhapsody back in my bag, Mika Babies. Like we said, this is a dope record. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Right.
You know,
No
and
doubt.
it's only right. You know, hold up. So you ain't on it yet, right?
Yeah.
What you filming? Let's go, kid.
Yeah.
Right. Wait for a second. We get ready to get into this record right now by Rhapsody back in my bag,
Bag.
right?
No
Let's
doubt.
go. Sound Show Radio. You know how we do, man.
That's
this
a
joint is
fact.
moving crazy. Yeah, hold up, so high.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
It's all good.
Right. This joint is moving a little crazy with the internet. I don't know what's going on. Like I thought we had the Wi-Fi set up already. We had the Wi-Fi set up, right?
Yeah.
Why you not saying nothing, King? It's not the time not to say nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah, well, you know, so sometimes it happens, but
Yeah.
you know, we just bringing it back right now. You know what I mean? We lining up the proper song. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with the station. The signals is probably jumping in here, right?
Right. No doubt.
That's a fact. Like, I don't know why, you know what I mean? Everything was just playing out. The computer's
Yeah.
moving crazy and
I know.
everything. That's why I'm like, just don't film that, though. Give me time to reset. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm swinging the camera over there and film that, though. You know what I mean? But, like, just give me time to reset it and we take it from there. You know what I mean? But every Saturday, 2 to 3, man, pick up. You know
You
what I
already
mean?
know,
Flat,
2 to
you know, it's good
3.
to see you.
You
We
already
got
know,
Dress,
2
you know
to
what it
3.
is. Handle our
We
biz.
got so
Sound Show
much shit
Radio.
we talking
Handle
about on
our
halftime
biz.
radio too, man.
That's right.
And at halftime, we're gonna break down a few things, man, about
No doubt.
you know some stuff we got lined up coming with Sound Show Radio. That's a fact,
Right.
right?
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
That's a fact, right? You
right.
talk to
Already
us,
know,
Talk
man.
to
That's
us,
right.
you
That's
can
a
be
fact,
building,
man.
man.
So we in the
Talk to
building.
us.
Glad
Working,
to be
working
back.
hard.
Right,
Working
that's
hard, trying
facts.
to get the
Sound Show
dope entertainment for
Saturdays.
y'all. Dope
That's a
guests
fact.
coming soon.
You know it?
We already brought in
You
a hot
know?
guest. Not coming soon.
Yeah,
There's more
more.
coming soon. You know what I mean? We
More
brought in the
dope
last
guests.
show. A lot of rapper. The last show was fire, man.
Definitely.
Make sure y'all check that out. That's available right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Word, man. I thought we had the Wi-Fi set
That's a
with the
fact.
computer, so it seemed pretty sharp last time. I don't know what's going on today.
Technical
Think you set it up.
difficulties.
Yeah, but you don't ever,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
We
things
don't ever
happen.
wait. You
Yeah.
know, things happen, and
Yeah.
we just move forward. Like,
Forward,
I don't
That's
know
a
what-
fact.
keep
the
moving.
computer was moving numb swift yesterday. I don't know
Mhm.
what gave us a little hold up. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
But I don't
It's
know
all
what's
good.
going on with that. Like, it seemed like I see the signal is there.
Yeah,
Signal
it's all good. But we
is there.
still Sound Show regardless.
Of course. You know what I
Still
mean?
Sound Show. We still do our thing over here.
That's a fact. You know what I mean? So, you know how we do, man. Every Saturday, 2 to 3.
2 to 3, we handle our
You know what I'm
biz.
saying?
Bringing that heat
That's
source.
a fact. So hopefully now everything should be good money. You know what I mean? Let's
Right.
see. Cause I don't even see the search thing so hard. Like I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, do we need to double check the Wi-Fi system? Cause I don't even see. You see the
Just press enter.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, here we go.
Here
Here
we
we
go.
go. Here we go. Okay, I'm like, wow, what was going on?
Here we go.
Here we go. Right. All right. Sometimes things happen and we back at it.
Back at
Yeah,
it.
man. Shoot.
Shout out
Sound
to
Show every
Rhapsody.
Saturday 2 to 3. You know what it is, man. Shout out to Rhapsody, man.
That's a fact.
You know, we're gonna get into this record back in my bag. You know what I'm saying? We was just giving it a second for everything to load up. We don't know what was going on today. We like the swift reaction with the show.
No doubt.
Commercial's gonna come up, so turn it down for a second, and then as soon as I press skip, we good to go. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Right. So you know how we do, make a baby.
Right.
You
Let's go.
already
So I
know
don't get
it's
stiff with the
too-
camera.
Nah,
You
no
know how we
stiff.
do. Keep
So
panning
not
around,
down.
my guy. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Every Saturday 2 to 3, you know what it is. We handle our biz.
That's a
You
fact.
know what I mean? Ran for this joint to get queued up and
Right.
we're good to go. You know what I mean? Right, it's only our second show, right? Mika Baby,
Yeah,
only
no
our second
doubt,
show,
man.
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
But we getting it going, you know what
That's
I mean?
right, with the three-headed monster.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know why so many commercial ads coming on right now with commercial-free radio show, you know what I mean? What's with all the commercial ads, right, so huh?
Right.
Yeah, man, we got
Somebody
stuff to
gotta get
talk
paid
about,
somehow.
man. Yeah, somebody gotta get paid somehow, you know how that goes. All right, so let's go, man.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's
Sound
get through
show,
to this
two or
next
three.
joint.
You
Let's
know
go.
what it is. Handle that business Saturdays, y'all.
That's a fact.
That's right. Sound
Yo,
Show
so
Saturdays.
this record is by Rhapsody, man. This joint is back in my bag. We like Mika Baby said, this is a dope record.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? That's a fact. Shout out to Rhapsody. Shout out to John Blood. Shout out to Rock Nation.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Took a couple of minutes to get it going, but we back, and we gonna keep it
We
pushing,
back.
right?
That's a
Get
fact.
this show going, right, Mika Baby? So
That's
once
how we
again,
do.
bouncing us that one more time for Rhapsody, and we gonna cue that song in.
You already know, y'all. So this is the Mika Baby's request of the day, y'all. This is some heat. This is from Rhapsody, and the title of this track, you guys, is "Back in My Bag."
That's a
Sound
fact,
Show
Mika Baby.
Radio. We back in our bag,
That's
y'all.
a fact, right? Every
That's
Saturday,
it.
2 to 3, you know
That's
what
right.
it
It
is.
is.
You know what I mean?
It's time
That's
to
it.
You know, we do, right? Shout out to
already
Rhapsody,
know.
man. We gonna play the video and all of that, you know what I mean?
That's a fact, H.
That's a fact, man. Shout out to everybody who supports what we doing, you know what I
Back
mean?
in
No
that bag,
doubt.
sound show.
Sound show every Saturday, 2 to 3, you know what it is, man. Sorry for the delay, but
This
we
is
back.
some heat,
You know what I mean?
baby.
Once again, this is by Rhapsody. This joint is called Back in My Bag. You know how we do. Sound show displaying the hottest Indian mainstream hip hop and R&B from artists all over the world. Damn, you missed that, King. You holding the camera on the video too long. Let's go.
Hey.
You know what we do.
Yeah, shout out to Rhapsody, man. Sorry for the delay. Let's get this going.
Yes. Sound Show, we back
Yes.
in our bag, y'all. You know how we do. Sound Show Saturdays.
You know how we do, man. DTF radio. D.S.N.
D.S.N. Matrix.
From DTF to D.S.N. the
That's a
Matrix
fact.
Studios Network.
You already
We
know.
are
H.
here,
What we
man.
do.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag. I'm gone.
Son
You
of
know how
a-
we do, man. Sound Show Radio.
I'm back
We
in
are
my
back in our
bag.
bag.
I'm back in my bag. Oh God.
That is a fact.
Shout out to Rhapsody, baby, on this
Yes.
heat. Yeah.
Let's go, Mika baby. Go over there. Get some groove over there. Go over there, so I got you.
Sound Show Saturdays,
How we
y'all.
do,
Feels
man?
good to be back, man.
Come down a little bit into the camera too. Look at the cameras. Right. That's right.
Hey.
Shout out to Rhapsody, man. Y'all gotta pay attention to the cameras, yo. Let's go. You learn in the room. Back in
Learn
the
in the
bag.
room.
Back in the bag. Oh God, you know how we do.
Fact.
Sound Show Radio. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rhapsody.
That's a fact. I'm back in my bag.
So don't get stuck with that camera, my guy.
Yeah.
You missed the
good.
show dropping.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Some heat, y'all. Sound Show Saturdays, y'all.
Yes.
Dopest MCs around, Rhapsody. My bag,
Right,
y'all.
Rhapsody, one of the dopest MCs around, right?
Right.
Shout out to North Carolina.
Representing for the female artists out here
North
for
Cackalack.
sure.
All right, phone back down, Mika baby. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go.
Phones a little bit and then back down.
No doubt.
We are live on IG
That's
too.
a fact, you guys.
Sound
in
Show
my
Radio,
bag.
you already
I'm
know.
back in my bag, oh God. Woo.
I got you, so
Turn it,
high.
Rhapsody.
Sometimes I grab phone too. I got you. Back in my bag. Back in my bag, oh God. Let's go, man. Mika baby request of the day.
You
Hit
already
him, Mika
know.
baby.
You already know, man. Sound Show Saturdays. You already know. Sound Show will be display some of the hottest indie, mainstream, hip hop and R&B from artists all over the world. You guys.
That's right.
Nothing
to
but
the
hit
Grizz.
source.
We
To
handle
the
our
Grizz.
biz.
We handle our biz.
Right, to the threads, we handle our biz,
Biz.
man. Shout out to
That's right.
Rhapsody, man. That
On
joint was
that
called
heat.
Back in My Bag.
Fire.
Remember, after every song comes down, we bring it back down till I give you the cue. You know what I mean? That's how we keep this winning, you know what I'm saying?
That's a
Sound Show
yeah.
Radio, you know how we do, so how?
That's a
right.
I
fact,
mean, we
man.
gotta keep it moving, man. You know what I mean? We got
course.
one more
Fact.
song to play. We do a halftime rundown and then talk about some stuff. Then play a few more records, you know
No
what I mean?
doubt.
That's
Right.
a
No
fact.
doubt.
Right, that Rhapsody back on my bag was
Right.
number 3 on today's track list,
That's
right,
right.
y'all?
That's right.
Let's go. Let's get into the next record. The next record of the day, Soha, is
Okay.
the H2 of Soha request of the day.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
That's right.
You know
doubt.
what I mean? Make sure you're not so close when you're filming and all
No
that.
doubt.
Switch the hand if you have to, because we mad closer, so you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Sometimes you might have to, you know what I mean? But yo, this next record we about to get into, though, man, it's a
Okay.
crazy record, though.
No doubt.
That's right.
Larry June, I'm gonna see when we in a playback here. I'm gonna see how it looks. Larry June, this next record we about to get into is Larry June featuring 2 Chainz and Alchemist, right?
That's right.
This is our request of the day, the So High and H2 request of the day, right?
Bad
No
choices.
doubt.
Let's go, man. So let's get ready to get into this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you the cue, my guy, and then we're good to go. Sound Show Radio displaying the hottest indie, mainstream hip hop and R&B from artists all over the world.
y'all.
One more time, so High.
Shout out to Larry June, 2 Chainz
That's
and
right, one more
Alchemist.
time, man.
Bad
Bring that
choices,
back.
y'all.
Larry June, 2 Chainz, and the Alchemist. This joint is called Bad Choices. You know how we do. Sound Show Radio displaying the hottest indie and mainstream.
Right. Now we do.
You know how we do.
Shout out to
Saturday
2
to the
Chainz
Thriz.
and Larry June on this heat.
Shout out to June, shout out to 2 Chainz, Alchemist, Bay Area, Atlanta. You know how we do.
That's right.
Bad choices.
Do it.
I'm self-made, made to a goon. I turn your castle into a ruin. Tilling the season in the market.
I got you, Mika, baby.
First one get the egg, nigga cock the door.
Come on.
See chop.
Right.
Yes. Oh, reach around the camera. I showed you that the first time. Sound Show ball spinning. Don't forget to capture that. I see you, Mika, baby.
You already know, H.
Happy birthday weekend.
Thank you again.
That's right.
You already know Sound Show Saturdays.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let's go, so all right. Loosen
Right.
up, man. I got you.
I got it.
Yeah. Hey.
Oyster Perpetual.
So, hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Catch both of them. Master both of that shit.
To make bad choices. Hey.
Yes.
You already know how we do, man.
Now we do Sound Show Radio.
Ain't nothing but that heat source.
What happened to the Jew?
Hey.
Some fire right here. Fire hip hop right here, y'all.
That's a fact.
Shout out to Larry June. Bay Area.
That's
That's
a
right.
fact.
Shout out to Larry June, Bay Area.
TFM,
2
y'all.
Chainz. You know how we do. Shout out to iHeartRadio.
That's a
Shout out
fact.
to XFM Party 101.9
Right.
channel.
Already know.
Next
The
is that
Matrix
radio.
Studios
Matrix
Network.
Studio.
Right.
Let's go.
Yes.
With some bad choices. But
You know how we do, man.
Air Force.
Sound Show every Saturday 2 to 3.
Bad choices.
Right here in the Matrix Studio Network, man. We always displaying the hottest Indian mainstream hip hop and R&B from artists all over
For
the
the
world.
world.
You know
You know how we do. Bad choices.
You know how we do, man. 2 to 3. We handle our biz. You already know what it is, man. Sound
right.
Show Radio
Fact.
Star. You know how we
Facts
do
on
this
that,
shit,
y'all.
right?
You know how we do.
Yeah, man. That's a fact.
That was some
man.
heat, man.
Larry June, you know what I mean? Alchemist and 2 Chainz. That joint was called Bad Choices.
That
you know
was
what I mean?
hot.
Right, man. You know how we do. Shout out to our boy engineering the show, man. We really appreciate it,
That's
man.
a
We
fact.
mastering how we doing this. You know what I mean?
That's
Shout
a
out to you,
fact.
man. We appreciate your
Right.
support.
That's a fact.
Yo, man. Shout out to Dame once again. Shout out to the Matrix Studio Network.
That's a
once
fact.
again, shout out to iHeart. Shout out to XFM Party 101.9
101.9.
channel.
That's right.
Shout out to everybody who
That's a
supports what
fact.
we're doing.
That's right.
Sound Show every Saturday 2 to 3. You know what
right.
it
You
is,
know what
man.
it is.
So I think it's time to do the halftime rundown, Mika baby, and then we can play
Okay.
the other half of the songs on the track list. You know what I mean? That's time to do the halftime rundown. You already know.
No doubt.
Right, this is all talking right now real quick, and then we'll take it from here, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Our engineer know what's good.
No doubt.
So with Mika Baby, we getting ready to get going with the halftime rundown. I'm going to run through it with you because we are at the new location.
Location.
You know what
No
I'm
doubt,
saying?
H. No
So
doubt.
you already know, man. Good afternoon again.
afternoon.
So,
Good
Yeah.
afternoon. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday,
and
Monday
everything.
weekend.
Facts.
Right. You know what I mean? We was going through it a little bit with that Rhapsody song
No
that they
doubt.
got going. You know what I'm
They
saying?
got going,
Shout
though.
out to Rhapsody, you know what I mean? That's a fact, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Right, sometimes things happen, little minor technical
course.
difficulties, but we still
No
make amazing
question.
shows, you know
Of
what I mean?
course.
No
Some of the
doubt.
greatest go through things like that, right? Man?
That's a fact.
Right, but you know how we do, man. We always live on IG, you know what I mean?
That's
Right.
a
That's
fact.
a fact. So we get ready to go and make a baby at the halftime rundown, man. So let's get ready to get
Let's
this
get it.
going for Sound Show Radio.
You already know,
Let's go.
Sound
We getting
Show
ready to do-
Saturdays.
Yeah, this is Sound Show Saturday.
That,
You know how
okay,
we do,
you already
man.
know how we do.
So you know we getting ready to get this going for the halftime rundown, right, make a baby?
Yeah.
So let's get ready to go. Let's get ready to get going and do the halftime rundown for Sound Show Radio. Let's get this going. You ready?
No doubt.
All right, let's go, man.
Let's
Sound
go.
Show.
Sound Show. You already know.
Not every Saturday, just Saturday.
Just Saturdays.
Saturdays.
You already know.
Sound Show Saturday 2 to 3
2 to
right
3,
here.
right
D.S.N,
here.
the
Yes,
Matrix
Studios, you
Let
guys.
me say it, hun.
I'm
You
sorry.
say
Go
it,
ahead.
okay?
Go ahead.
Right, you know what I mean? Because baby, God forgive us. She's been a little minute, but she's back. You know what I mean? It's been a little minute, but she's back with us. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But she got 3 years in with radio, but she's back with us. So
No
you know what I
doubt.
mean? Let's get going. Yo, once again, Sound Show every Saturday, not every Saturday, but Saturday,
Saturdays.
2 p.m.
Right.
to 3
That's a
here
fact.
at the Matrix Studio Network. We are streaming live through iHeartRadio, XFM Party 101.9 channel.
Right.
We are always live on our IGs at Sound Show Radio _sound_show_radio. We are live on my IG sometimes at Haas_Sound Pros.
Right.
We are live on Mika Baby's IG at Yes_Mika. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's a fact. So one more time on the other side, Mika Baby, so they can hear you deliver the drops-ins for the show and the halftime rundown from your voice and the female perspective.
You already know.
That's
So
right.
piggybacking
Sound
off of H2, what he said, you know what I mean? A halftime rundown. So Sound Show Saturdays, you know? Sound Show Saturdays.
That's a
We
fact.
are live on our IG.
Sound Show
Sound Show
Saturday,
Saturdays.
2 to 3.
2 to 3 on Saturdays, you guys, you know? So we're right here at Party 101.9
Start
at the
again.
D.S.N.
Start again.
Matrix
Start
Studio.
again. Start again.
Yes.
Start again.
Okay, so Sound Show
Every Saturday or Saturdays.
on Saturdays, 2 to 3 p.m. at
Matrix
the
Studio
Matrix
Network.
Studio.
We're streaming live.
We are streaming live out of iHeartRadio
Mhm.
and also from Party 101.9, you guys, as well.
Right. If
Okay.
you don't loosen up, Meek,
Yes.
people going to see on camera that you don't look loose. So if you loosen up, you're not going to look.
Okay,
You don't
so-
make sure you look like it and
Yeah.
sound like it. That's what it's going to appear back on the playback. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
But it's okay. You know what I mean? Like you got it. You know what I mean? DSN. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Matrix Studio
Yo,
Networks. You know
That's
what I mean?
a fact.
Sound Show every Saturday 2 to 3.
Three.
Right here at the Matrix Studio Network. We're streaming
That's a
live
fact.
through iHeartRadio, Party XFM.9 channel. You know what I mean? You already know how we do.
That's a
You know what I
fact.
mean? We're live on our IG at Sound Show
So
Radio.
radio.
We're live on my IG, Haas_Sound Pros.
And live
And we
on
live
my
on
IG.
Mika Baby's IG. Yes,
Yes,
that's
Mika.
Mika.
That's
right.
a
That's
fact.
a fact. You know what I mean? We
That's
got to
a
be
fact.
sharp, man. We not
Yes,
rookies, man.
Mika.
We three and a half years doing radio. We can't come in a new location and be sounding and looking like rookies. You know, I'm not going for that. Few mistakes happen and just organically fix it and
Yeah.
move on. You know, we can't look stiff, can't look stuck, and all of that. We are not
No
rookies
doubt.
with this. We got 115 episodes. You know what I mean? 115 episodes in already. You know what I mean? You know how we do with Sound Show Radio. So as we continue on, we're gonna move on into things we want to talk about during the halftime rundown. Shout out Mika Baby, man. Shout out to Mika Baby and Mika Baby's Aunt Risa for running into Jamal, man. She met Jamal Peterson, man. Big YouTube sensation, YouTube personality / comedian
Okay.
/ journalist, right?
Yeah.
They were downtown, him and his wife, the beautiful wife, the lounge, they were downtown covering the Diddy trial, right, Mika Baby?
No doubt.
Mika Baby's Auntie Risa ran into them and she got like live footage with them and, you know, she got them to shout us out, you
dope.
know, and all of that, man.
Yeah.
Shouted us out on the platform and all of that. So
That's a fact.
we're going to see if we can show that real quick to y'all, man. You know what I mean? For the halftime rundown and all that. Shout out to Jamil Peterson,
Jen,
Mr. I Am Comedy.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? He's a big YouTuber. You know what I mean? He's also a comedian. He's a journalist and all of that. You know, he has big subscribers too at Mika Baby.
No
so
question.
come around. We're going to show that so high. Come around to see everything that's going on here. Shout out to Jamil Peterson. You know what I'm saying? Mr. I Am
fact.
Comedy. Come over here on the other side. I got you. Remember I told you. Just give it to me and I got you. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. As you can see, he has over 158K subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely a fixture on YouTube doing this thing. Here you
Most
go, Mika
definitely.
Baby. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That's a fact. Shout out to Jamil Peterson, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you know, we're going to pull up a clip from him mentioning us on Sound Show Radio, that he wants to appear on Sound Show Radio to do an interview with us. Like we said, Mika Baby's Auntie Risa ran into them. And, you know, she got them to get on the phone with us, man. That was dope. Man.
That was.
On live. That was pretty dope, Mika Babe.
That was
you know
that was dope.
That was a good look, you know what I mean?
For sure.
That was a good look for sure, you know what I mean? Shout out to Auntie Risa for that, right?
Shout out to Auntie Risa on that. Shout out to Auntie Risa on that one.
Right,
So,
talk
you know.
to us about that while we cue up the vid. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
So, like H was saying, you know, my aunt was down there as well. Down there, bumped into Mr. Jamil Peterson and his wife from the lounge as well. His beautiful wife, you know, as well. And they were down there, so she got some content and got to speak with them, and they also got to speak with us
right.
on the phone call. So my aunt got to put them on the phone, and so yeah, it was a good day. It was very nice. They were very nice people and stuff. So
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. We got more stuff going on, you know what I mean? We got
know
more,
it.
You know what I mean? I got you, Mika Baby. You sound a little chopped up over there. We got you, though, but happy birthday weekend to you, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on, but, yo, we just enjoying ourselves at Sound Show Radio. You know what I mean?
Radio Squad
Stay tuned, man. We're going to play the clips.
That's a fact.
Stay tuned, man. We're going to play the clips of Jamal and stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Saying that he wanted to be with us on Sound Show Radio and all of that. We're going to play the dope clips of that on the show and all of that, so stay tuned. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a fact.
That's a fact, you know what I mean? Yo, you know what I mean? We're going to play some of that stuff a little bit later on, so
copy that.
you know what I mean? We want to make sure that people see, you know what I mean, of him shouting us out and saying he wanted to be on Sound Show Radio and stuff like that.
True
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So let me see if I can do that real quick. Talk to us real quick, man. I'm talking a lot.
Man.
Y'all appear pretty
know?
stiff to me. Let's go, y'all. I thought it was Sound Show Saturday.
It is. It's
I
Sound Show
only hear me.
Saturdays.
You know what I'm saying?
So like I was saying, you know, shout out to Jamel, shout out to the lounge. You know, they doing their thing on YouTube.
Right.
They gave Sound Show Radio a big shout out as well. And you know, we're
I'm
trying
about to play
to
that.
set up an interview and, you know, trying to do something with them as well, you guys. So stay tuned for that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Mother's
fact,
Day,
man. Happy Mother's Day
Yeah.
weekend, you know what I mean?
You already know.
But yeah, we about to say you can't cut that off though. We about to set the major interview up with Jamal Peterson and the lounge. You know what I'm saying? They're major YouTubers doing their thing. Jamal Peterson has over 160K subscribers. The lounge has over 35K subscribers.
That's
so
a
shout out
fact.
to Jamel and shout out to his lovely wife, the lounge. We will be having them on Sound Show Radio as well.
That's a
You know what
fact.
I mean? And
No
Janelle,
question.
let's pick this up a little bit. We're gonna let Jamil Peterson shout us out live on Sound Show Radio.
You
Shout out
already
to
know,
Jamil
y'all.
Peterson, man.
That's
Jamil
a fact.
Peterson.
Jamil Peterson,
Yeah.
Mr. I Am
Let him
Comedy.
catch some of the clip.
Right.
Yep, let him catch some of his clip so he could go right into shouting us out.
That's a fact.
So you might let him turn that down a little bit, bro. Sounds a bit loud, yeah.
Every time he
Right, you know what I mean? He's about to walk right into talking about it. That's why we left it right into the queue. I mean, make sure you're getting good angles too.
That's a fact.
That's a fact, Mika Baby.
You already know.
Sound Show Radio.
Sound Show Radio.
Shout out to D-Rock. Everybody put a one in the chat.
There you go,
There he
Jamil
goes,
Peterson.
y'all.
You know how we do, man.
Saw Diddy physically abusing this girl, pure survival, and D-Rock would stop Diddy. D-Rock would, and now she said everybody else, which they said that in the federal indictment.
Hold Mika Baby phone for a second.
They sat around and watched these people
So,
get
yeah.
abused, pure survival, and they did nothing. They
Right.
did not a damn thing. But D-Rock stood up for her. Smashed that like button for whoever
Let's
my
see,
boy
make
D-Rock
sure
Shout out
we
to
ain't messing
Jamel.
Yeah, I'm about to get it right down to where he said it, huh?
That's a fact.
On this Japanese girl like that, pure
Pure
survival.
survival.
She was 22 years
There you go. I'll speed it up to it.
Here we go.
D-Rock, everyone else, just kind of just.
Here we go.
old.
Here we go.
Here we
Jamal, bring
go.
it back to him, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it back
That's
to
a
what he
fact.
shouted us out. Shout out to Jamil Peterson once again.
I Am
you know what I mean?
Comedy.
Mr. I Am Comedy. First of all, before we go into that, so let us see how many views that got.
Okay.
In one day. Catch that, 62,000. Don't catch them side
Ooh,
angles,
catch the
man. Make sure you're coming around. No
62,000.
weird slanty angles and shit. Yup, make sure you catch that good, man. 62,000 on the video, you know what I mean? So before he get ready to shout out Sound Show Radio, make sure you see the type of numbers he's doing.
Right.
Make sure you see the type of subscribers he has.
That's
you know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's
Right,
a fact.
man. So he's getting ready to come back around and say it right now, as you can see. You know what I mean?
Wow. So
There
they
you
can
go.
just stand there and watch Diddy stomp them out. They'll see
Diddy about ready to
Got
start
you.
putting hands on the victims of the Bible, and they will walk away and act like they did not see.
Got you
what
from
this
Mika
was
Baby.
about.
No doubt.
That is horrible, and that's the same shit that the federal government been saying.
Shout out to Jamel
It's
Peterson.
like I
That's
said,
a fact. Shout out to the
Sound
lounge as
Show
well, too.
Radio out there in New York, there's some good people, man. Sound Show Radio, man. Me and my baby, man, we're gonna pull up on them as soon as we get down to New York again. We're gonna do an interview with Sound Show Radio, man. H2, they has the
You already know.
version.
Thank you, my
And
guy.
shout out to
H2.
Black India City Kings
Thank you.
and Queens.
You can turn that down.
You
Thank you, my
already
guy.
know.
Thank you, my
Yeah.
guy. Shout out to Jamel Patterson.
That's a
Jamel
fact.
Peterson.
That's
you know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a
Can't be
fact.
messing up his name. Jamel
No,
Peterson.
Peterson.
It's
That's
Peterson.
That's
right.
a fact.
You know what I mean? It's in
Right.
Patterson, New
Comedy.
Jersey.
Right.
And then it's Jamel Peterson.
Peterson.
Right.
We had to throw a little comedy for you, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Jamel Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Shout out
Right.
to the lounge
No
as
doubt.
well. You know what I mean? We will show her clip of her shouting us out and
That's a
reposting us.
fact.
We'll show that later on today,
That's
right,
right.
Mika
That's
baby?
right.
You already know,
You know what I mean?
H.
But shout out to Jamel Peterson,
Peterson.
Mr. I Am Comedy.
Right.
150K subscribers on YouTube. Shout out to the lounge, you know what I mean? His wife, the beautiful lounge, you know what I mean? With her YouTube podcast.
That's a fact.
And her journalism. She has over 35K subscribers.
Subscribers.
Shout out for reposting us, right, Mika
No
baby?
question.
You know
Shout
what I
out
mean?
to
You see,
them
we
for
got
doing that.
62,000 on that.
Right.
And
That's
if we showed the
big.
lounge so high, she put our faces. She took my
Yeah.
video and put
Yeah,
it back
and
in the
repost,
video.
yeah.
We got like 20,000 on that on a
Okay.
repost. So
Yeah.
and they're telling them that they want to come and do an interview
Right,
with us
right.
at Sound Show Radio, so we appreciate them.
No doubt.
Shout out
Right.
to once again Jamel
Jamel
Peterson
Peterson,
and his
that's right.
beautiful wife, the Lounge.
No
man.
question,
We definitely
y'all.
want to have you on Sound Show Radio, streaming through iHeart,
right.
and Party 101.9
That's
channel.
right.
You
You
know what I'm
already
saying?
know.
Right, so that's our halftime rundown. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
right.
heard
Yo,
it
you know what I
here.
mean? That's why you gotta get back to work more,
Y'all
Mika
heard it
baby.
here.
You see how you loosening back up, right, Mika babe?
No
I
doubt,
get
no
back
doubt.
to work, right? You know how we do,
Yeah,
man.
yep, no doubt,
Right, so
no
we got
doubt,
it
no
right
doubt.
back, man. We got
Sure.
like maybe less than 10 minutes. Let's play a
got-
few more. You got one more?
You got one more?
I got one more
All
thing.
right,
All
let's
right,
go.
okay.
One more thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Talk to us,
So
man.
hard
Oh,
up.
yeah, we can't forget
So
about the
hard
Knicks,
up.
too.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
ahead.
saying.
Come
Yeah.
on, man. What are we
That's-
doing
Oh,
here,
whoa,
yo?
go ahead.
We
y'all.
are in New York City, right?
That's
In
a
case you
fact,
don't know
so
that
hard
from home,
up.
that's where we're from.
That's
That's a
right.
fact.
The Knicks tonight, actually today,
Today,
Okay.
at
3:30.
3:30, play the Boston Celtics at home.
right.
Tonight we can go. Today we can go 3-0.
Right, we trying to go
Okay.
3-0 today.
Let's go
3-0
Knicks.
against the Knicks.
Right.
Let's go Knicks.
Let's
All
go
New York-
Knicks,
New York
3-0.
Nation. New York Nation.
New York Nation,
Stand
Knicks,
up.
let's go, man.
New York Nation
Let's try to
stand up.
3-0
That's
them, right? So high?
3-0
I
them
hear
and get them
that.
out of here.
Facts, man.
That's
You know
a
how we do,
fact.
man. Coming up for Sound Show Radio, man, we always display some of the hottest Indian mainstream
Right.
hip hop and R&B from artists all
Artists
over the
all over
world.
the world.
We got like less than 10 minutes or 10 minutes left. We want to make sure we rocking out and closing out
course.
the last few songs.
Y'all already know,
we get ready to
man.
come back up, man, with a song right here. This joint is by Nico Brim, man, featuring K
Nico
Wells and Kev
Brim.
Ash.
Except for Nico
This
Brim.
joint is called For the Company.
Oh, this is hot,
You know how
y'all.
we do, Sound Show displaying the hottest Indian mainstream hip hop and R&B from artists all over the world. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Nico
Shout out to
Brim.
everybody who supports
This
everything that we
one.
doing, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
That's right.
Sound Show Radio to the threes.
You know what it
Handle our
is.
biz.
That's right.
For the
Yes.
company,
Nico Brim,
y'all.
y'all.
Woo. This is some heat.
Yeah, shout out to Nico Brim.
That's a
This
fact.
joint is called For the Company.
Oh,
Let's go, so I see you.
that's right. We in the building, y'all.
You already
Sound Show Radio
know.
Squad, we are in the building.
We in the
Saturdays, y'all.
Lion. Hey,
I see you, Mika baby.
you already know H. Sound Show Saturdays. You
You
know
see how we rocking now? It's a whole production, man. We got to be sharp in
No
here.
doubt.
It's lights, camera, action in here, ain't it?
My action.
That's why we
I
wanted to
feel
bring you here, man, so you could get adjusted. Let's go.
Hey.
Me and Mika Baby discovered this song, man. Shout out
That's
to
a
Nico
fact.
Brim.
Shout out
You
to
know, we
Nico
do so
Brim
hard.
on
Right.
the seat. You already know, man.
Displaying the hottest indie
Mhm.
and mainstream. This is an
That's
example of a hot independent record.
That's a fact.
That's right. Everything we put as company.
That's a fact.
Right.
We did it for the culture.
This time around,
For the company.
For the company.
For the company,
already
y'all.
know,
That's
y'all.
right, man. Sound Show every Saturday to the threes. We handle a biz. Act like you
Biz.
know what it is.
That's right.
Let's go.
Everything is for the
Company.
company.
I see you so high.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I see
We in
you
the
so
building.
high.
Get that Sound Show
H2.
Radio ball king. We spinning.
Yeah, we spinning. Yeah.
Mm.
We say the hottest Indian mainstream. That's what we mean.
That's a
We
fact,
really mean
man.
that, man.
We
It's
mean
one of the
that.
hottest Indian mainstream
That's
from
what we
artists all over the
do.
world.
That's right.
We're gonna bring Nico Brimmer them in the building, man. Stay tuned for that, man. We're gonna bring
right.
him in on Sound Show Radio. Stay tuned for that as well.
Right.
All right, stay tuned for that, y'all.
All right, man. We doing good, man. How y'all feeling today, man?
Feeling good, eh?
Feeling good as always.
We doing
Saturdays,
good,
man.
man.
Yeah,
We doing
D.S.N
Sound Show
Matrix.
Saturdays, man. You know
Come
how
on,
we
get up one
do.
more time. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get one more time. Sure. Make sure you're at the camera frames.
Yep.
You know how we do. Sound Show every
Yep.
Saturday to the threads right here, DTF Radio. You know how we do this, man. Make
Right.
sure you're there for. Oh man, DTF. That was an old drawback. My bad, yo. That's D.S.N Matrix.
D.S.N
man.
Matrix,
Yeah,
y'all.
D.S.N.
You already know.
That's from my old show, man. We had so many shows, man. It's just built into us, man.
Yes.
The
Right.
second show, this is the Matrix Studio Network. You know what I mean?
Right.
All the way from where we used to be to here now.
Right.
The Matrix Studio Network.
Company.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, man. We only the second show in, man. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Over 3 years at
That's a fact,
another
y'all.
location to a brand new location.
You already
You know what I
know.
mean? Shout out to Nico Brim. This joint is called For the Company, man.
That's a
Sound
fact,
show.
y'all.
We always displaying, Meek, the hottest Indian mainstream.
Hip-hop.
Indian R&B. Indian mainstream hip-hop and R&B.
From artists all over the world.
Once again, right here at the Matrix Studio Network.
That's a
Right.
fact.
R&B, y'all. You know what I mean?
You
Once
ready?
again, man, we only 2 episodes in.
That's right.
You know,
That's
from
a fact.
3 years at another location to 2
Right.
episodes here. So we getting it locked in.
That's a
This
fact,
is the
H.
Matrix Studio Network. You know what I
That's a
mean?
fact.
Right.
Streaming through iHeartRadio, XFM Party 101.9 channel. So
That's
let's
a
make
fact.
that clear. You know
Shout
what I
out to
mean?
Dame.
Shout out to Dame.
Radio.
That's a fact, man. Shout out to
That's a
Nico
fact.
Brim, man. That jump was called For the Company. That is a hot record, right?
No
So,
doubt,
huh?
H.
You know how we do,
That was
man.
hot.
So let's move on to this next record, man. We got 2 more records and we closing, man.
That's right.
I like the way we moving forward. You know what I mean?
Same.
Right, you know, part of the DTF radio thing, y'all. That was old
Sure,
station,
bro.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh, yeah.
We're right here at the Matrix Studio Network. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's a fact. You know how we do. We are happy to be in the building. It's our
In the
second show,
building.
man. Our first show with LA the Rapper available right now, right? So how?
Right.
Make
That
sure
shit
y'all
was
check
a
that
classic.
out.
You know what I mean? We put on a
It's
classic
hot.
episode. You know what I mean?
Hot.
Right. You know what I mean?
It's available on _sound
Underscore
show _radio.
That's a
and
fact.
it's also
On
on Sound Show
YouTube
Radio.
as well.
One
That's a
word,
fact.
YouTube, y'all.
That's
That
a
is a
fact.
fact. You know what
Like,
I'm
Get
saying?
into it.
Like, subscribe,
Like, subscribe. You know
put
what I'm saying?
notifications, comment,
All
all of
that.
that.
All that, man. You know what I
That's a
mean?
fact.
We appreciate everything. You know what I mean? We
That's a
appreciate
fact.
everybody's support. Stay tuned for so much more from us, man.
So
from
much
Sound Show
more.
Radio.
So
You know what I
much
mean? We're
more.
gonna have some of the craziest guests and all of that, man.
That's a
So we're
fact.
about to get into 2 more records, man. Let's get
Let's
into this
go.
Freeway record, Bearded Legend. You know, we get ready
Oh
to close
man,
out
this is
soon.
some heat,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Shout out
Shout
to
out to
Freeway,
Freeway,
Shout out to
man.
Freeway, man.
Philadelphia.
Y'all look
That's
at
a
IG, man.
fact.
I recently put up a picture with me and Freeway after the Rockefeller event. Make sure
Mhm.
y'all check that out. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact,
Shout out to
man.
Freeway. You already know, man. Shout out to the whole state property. You know what I mean?
Right.
Question.
Right, that's a fact, man. You know what I mean? That picture with H2 the Sound Pros, Freeway, Just Blaze, Young Guru, right?
Yeah, make sure
You
y'all
know what I
check
mean?
that out.
We got a whole bunch of
Mhm.
stuff up there. Make sure y'all go check that out.
That's
you know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? That's a fact, man. You know what I mean? It's on my IG page. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all go check it out. But like I said, we're about to get into Freeway, man. Bearded Legend.
Bearded
You know what I mean?
Legend.
This is
Legend.
It's one more song before the last song of the track list. You know what I'm
This is a
saying?
heat,
This is a
man.
heat right here, man. Shout out to Free. Shout out to the whole Philadelphia.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
fact,
Commercials
H.
coming up, so give me 1 second. And then
That's a
after I
fact.
skip past it, I give you the cue. But yeah, so how you know how we do,
Right.
man? You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
We appreciate everybody's support, right, Mika Baby?
You already know, H.
Right.
You know how we do.
Sound
Sound
Show
Show
Saturdays,
Saturdays.
man.
That's how we
Two
do.
to the three.
Threes.
You know
We
what I
handle
mean?
our biz,
That's
yo.
it.
Right, you know
That's
what I mean?
it.
So let's get ready to get into this record, my God. This joint is by Freeway, man. This joint is called Bearded Legend, man. You know how we do.
Mm-hmm.
Sound Show, we always displaying the hottest indie and mainstream hip hop and R&B from artists all over the world.
Let's
Shout out
go.
to Freeway.
This is some heat, man. Shout
That's how
out
we
to
do.
Freeway on this heat right here.
Right.
Mika Baby a little rusty, so how we gonna get her going?
I'm not us.
Shout out to State Property, y'all.
Shout out to State Property, man. You know
That's
how
a
we
fact.
do.
Right.
You know how we do. Once again, shout out to the Matrix Studio Network.
Right.
That's a fact.
Big facts.
Shout out to iHeartRadio.
Party 101.9, y'all.
Fact.
That's a fact.
Next is radio, y'all.
You know how we do, man.
Ain't nothing but that heat sauce.
You know how we do, so huh?
Saturdays to the threads. We handle our
To
biz.
the threads, you know what it is. We handle our biz,
Right.
man. D.S.N.
Sound Show Saturdays, y'all. The bearded one, Philly Freeway, y'all.
That's right, you know how we do.
I'm sorry, bearded legend. I'm sorry.
You need someone? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Come on, guys. You know how we do. Sound Show, always displaying the hottest Indian mainstream hip hop and R&B from artists all over the world.
That's right.
Shout out to Freeway,
That's a
the
fact.
legend.
That's right.
Fact.
See you, Mika, baby.
You
Right
already
there.
know. Shout
Happy
out to
birthday,
us, man.
weekend.
Shout out to the Sound Show.
That's right.
Facts. Hey, we getting down. Shout out to Freeway on this heat.
Tell him, Freeway. Tell him.
Yes.
I already know.
That's right. This run get ready in. You want to kill a drop with me, right,
Yeah,
Mika, baby?
let's go.
You know how we do.
Yeah.
That's right. Shout out to Freeway, man. This is a hot record, man.
It's a hot one, y'all.
Right. Shout out to the Matrix Studios for having Freeway in the building. You know what I'm saying? I believe that was January.
Fire.
Shout out to Dame. Shout out to the Matrix Studios Network for having Freeway in the building as well.
Facts
That's
on
a
that.
fact. Delaware.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Coming with that metal there.
That's a
right.
fact.
You know how we
Get
do,
down,
man.
y'all.
Just know we'll finish. I'm
I'm
getting
eating
supper
supper
there.
there.
That's right.
You know how we do, y'all.
You already
Sound
know.
Show every Saturday 2 to 3 right here. The Matrix Studio Network. We always displaying the hottest Indian mainstream hip hop and R&B from artists all over the world. You know how we do, right, nigga, baby?
You know what
Tell
it
them,
is.
man. 2 to 3s.
To the threads, you know what it is. Sound Show, we handle our biz.
That's
That's
fact,
it.
man. That's it.
Bringing nothing but heat sauce.
Shout out to Freeway, man, the bearded legend, man.
You
know what I
already
mean? That
know.
joint was hot, man.
That's a fact.
Right, you know what I'm
He
saying?
ate down
Right.
on there.
Right, so I
Right.
think we did that, and then I think we can close out with hype, man, and close out with
Oh,
a big
no
record.
doubt.
Hype, talk to me nice,
Okay.
and then we
Talk
good to
to
go
me
with that. You know what I'm
nice.
saying?
Talk to
Right.
Sound
We had a
Show
great
nice.
show, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We definitely had a great show. We did everything that we need to do, man.
No
Once
doubt.
again,
Facts.
shout out to the Matrix Studio Network. Make sure all of us continue to say that. Say
That's
that
a
so
fact.
I
Of course.
The
say
Matrix
D.S.N.
Studios, that's a
the
fact.
Matrix
Shout out to the
Studio
Matrix
Network, that's
Studio
right.
the
Network,
Matrix
baby.
Studio Network, man.
That's a fact.
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio,
Man.
Party 101.9.
Party 101.9.
Next
That's
is
a
radio,
fact.
y'all.
You know how we do, man.
You know it.
That's a fact. Sound Show Saturday 2 to 3s. You know what it is. We handle our biz. You know what I mean?
Fact.
So we gonna close out with Hype Talk to be nice. So I was gonna play Shooter 12th Street Flashback, but you know
We can save that.
we can save
we'll
that.
save
You know
that,
what I'm
no
saying?
doubt.
Let's play the Hype Talk to me nice record and go out with that kind of energy. You know
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
saying?
Hype, man.
Shout out to Hype, man. Always displaying the hottest Indian mainstream, man. We're good to go after this record plays. We'll be good to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a fact. You know what I mean? We had a great show though.
That's
Mika,
right.
baby.
Great
Talk
show.
to us, man.
Great show,
Talk to
H.
us.
You
Talk to
already
us,
know,
Mika, baby.
man. Great show. Glad to be back in a beautiful environment. You know what I
Right.
mean? Beautiful, beautiful. So we just back on doing our thing. We have so much more in store.
Right.
So much dope guests and things lined up.
Right.
So yeah, we back.
You
in.
back off vacation now, Mika, baby.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah.
We gonna get the rust off of her so high.
I'm not rusty. I'm not the Tin Man.
Yeah, well,
rust
we gonna
over
see.
here.
We gonna see in the playback, but you know how we do. South Shore Radio every Saturday to the 3.
Right,
You know
to the
what it
threes.
is. Good to have us back in the building, the three-headed monster.
That's right.
Sound Shore
Yes,
Radio. Shout out to my
yes.
cousin Akil Red
That's
said
in
77 to come be with us
Right.
today.
No doubt.
We're closing out with the final record of the show, man. This joint is by our boy Hype, who we had on Sound Show episode 6.
That's a fact.
You know what
On
I mean?
YouTube,
Available
y'all.
on our YouTube, man.
Page,
We're gonna
right.
talk about that as the show closes out. You know what I mean? This joint is by Hype. This joint is called Talk to Me Nice. Sound Show Radio Squad, last song of the show.
That's a
Right.
fact.
You know what I mean? Let's get ready to do this, man. Shout out to Hype. You know what I mean? You know
Right.
how we do this shit, man. Sound Show Radio displaying the hottest indie and mainstream from artists all over the world.
Y'all know how we do.
That's a fact.
Shout out to D.S.N
Telling me.
Studio Matrix,
Shout
y'all.
out the hype on this, man. Talk to me nice.
This joint is called Talk to Me Nice by Hype, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
You know, we displayed only the hottest indie and mainstream. You
Only
know what I
on
mean?
Sound Show Saturdays, y'all.
You know it.
Only on Sound Show Saturdays, we play the hottest indie mainstream. Hip hop and R&B.
You know how we do, Mika Baby.
You already know, H.
Happy birthday weekend, Mika Baby.
You already know, man.
Mother's Day weekend, too.
Happy Mother's Day weekend. Shout out to all the
Thank
mothers
you.
out there. Shout out to my
Right.
mom. Shout out
That's
to
a
all
fact.
our moms.
Shout out to
You know
all
what I
our
mean?
moms,
Shout out
you
to
know?
Mika Baby
Shout out
mom.
to
Shout out to all our moms. You
myself.
know how we do.
Without them,
Shout
we wouldn't
out
be
to
here.
Teresa. You know what I mean?
You
Shout out
know
to
it.
everybody.
Shout out to Auntie Lisa. Shout out to all the moms out there. Again, shout out to Hype on this heat. Talk to me nice. Yes.
Video available on YouTube, man. Make sure y'all check this out.
That's right.
Out.
Sound Show Radio,
Video
full promotional
Yes,
platform.
that's right.
Hold on. We're going to run down all of that.
Yeah. Oh.
You know how we do, man. Sound Show Radio always displaying the hottest.
Know it. Indie and mainstream.
Let's go, son. Let me get over there, too.
Hip hop and R&B
Fuck
from
it,
artists
y'all.
all over the world, y'all. Y'all know how we do.
You know how we do, man. Sound Show Radio, man.
You already know, H.
That's a fact, nigga, baby.
You already know.
I mean, we having a dope show today, man. I
Dope
love
show.
myself, man. That's a fact. Right here, the Matrix Studio Network. You know
Right.
how we do.
Fact. Yeah.
Sound Show Radio, you know we do.
Y'all know it.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all know how we do. Sound Show Saturdays, y'all.
Here we go.
I'm gonna bring that heat to you.
That's right, y'all. Sound Show. Every Saturday, 2 to 3, right here, the Matrix Studio Network. We are always displaying the hottest indie and mainstream hip hop and R&B from artists all over the world.
y'all.
That's a
Y'all
fact. You
here.
know how we do, man.
Sound
Shout
Show
out to
Saturdays.
the whole squad, man.
That's a fact.
Shout out to Hype, man. Make sure y'all follow him on IG at the Insane Hype. Make sure you check out
Right.
the video to that song, Talk to Me Nice,
That's
Right.
a fact.
which we just aired. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
That
we
was
doing our
hot,
closing out,
man.
man. We closing out, man. This is a dope show.
That was
Yo,
hot.
man, make sure y'all follow us on IG, _sound_show
Shows,
_radio.
radio.
Make sure you follow me, Haas Sound Pros, Haas _Sound Pros. Make sure you follow Mika Baby.
That's a fact.
On our IG.
That yes _Mika.
Yes, _Mika. That's a
That's a
fact. You know
fact,
what I mean?
you
Good to
guys.
have you in the building. Follow So Hot Up, So _hot
right.
up.
That's right.
That's a fact.
You know
Let's
it.
tell them So Hot. Make sure y'all follow our YouTube channel.
That's
like
a
and
fact.
subscribe.
Like and
Like and
subscribe.
Sound
y'all.
Show
Get
Radio,
into
all
it.
one word.
That's right.
SOUNDSHOWRADIO, one word together. Check it out in the search engine. Click on it. Check out our content, man.
That's a
Enjoy
fact.
all the shows that we have. You know what I mean?
No
Transitioning,
question.
like we said, from the old radio station to the new radio station right here
That's
at
a
D.S.N
fact.
Matrix Network. Man, that's a
Right.
fact. Streaming through iHeartRadio, Party 101.9
Right.
channel. Thank y'all for tuning in to Sound Show Radio, man. The second episode
That
at the
is
Matrix
facts.
Studio.
That's right.
We're having a great time today. Thank you to our
Facts,
engineer
man.
today for producing the show for
Show.
us. We really
Right.
appreciate your support.
Facts.
Shout out, thank you once again to Dame.
Dame.
Shout out to the whole Matrix Studio Network again for your support of Sound Show Radio.
Facts.
We really appreciate you. Stay tuned for so much more.
That's a
The
fact.
track
H.
list so high. Sound Pros
Pros.
featuring Black Seeds, The
Seeds.
Gospel. We did Jim Jones. We did Jim Jones, Back in My Bag. We
That's
did
a
Rhapsody,
fact.
Back in My
Bag.
Bag. You know what I'm saying? We did Larry June, 2 Chainz and Alchemist.
Bad
Facts.
choices.
You know what I mean? Bad
Choices.
choices. We did Nico Brim for the
Facts.
company.
That's right.
We did Freeway, Bearded Legend. And we
Facts.
did Hype Talk to Me Nice. You know what I
Nice,
mean?
y'all.
And on the halftime rundown, we talked about Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy.
That's
and
a
Beautiful
fact.
Wife, The Lounge.
That's a
And
fact.
Auntie Lisa and how
And
she
Aunt-
plugged us in.
Facts.
To, you know what I mean? To talking to them and them setting up to want us to come on the show. You
True.
know what I mean? So this was our show for the day. We appreciate everybody's
Killed it.
support. You know what I mean? And we will holler at y'all next week, man.
Next.
You know what I mean?
Next
Until
week,
next
you
time,
guys.
man. Sound Show Radio every Saturday or just Saturday.
Or
2 to
just
3 is,
Saturday.
you know what it is. It depends on how we feel that week. It
That's
could be
a
every
fact.
Saturday or just on Saturdays.
That's
So
right.
we'll holler at y'all once again. Thank you to Dame, D.S.N Matrix. Once again, shout out to our producer for the day for helping
That's a
us make the
fact.
show.
No
And we'll
question.
holler at y'all later, man. Until next time. Sound Show Radio, we are over and out, man. We appreciate everybody's support. Until next time, y'all.
Until
the
next
Knicks,
time,
3-0, y'all.
Y'all know
Knicks
how we
3-0.
do.
Let's go, man.
Get it.
Let's go Knicks. Let's
Peace.
go.